Hello, welcome back to the Spirit Guide Daily. Hey, this is the cronecast at the rising moon. These are timeless readings. They'll cross your path when they were meant to. There are going to be 3 tarot cards from, this is the Wizard's Tarot. Hey, we're going to get a Lantern Oracle, which is one of the healing oracle cards. So it's going to be about what you're trying to heal. And then we're going to get an Endora Fortune card as well. And before I get started here, guys, please don't forget to subscribe because it helps my channel. If you like the reading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to book me for a private reading, the only way to do that is through @therisingmoon.com. There's a link to my website in the description box down below. Let's get going here. What's the energy that the collective is facing today? What's the energy going to... What energy is the collective facing today? Apparently, being somewhat tongue-tied. Here we go. All right. I have the Temperance card in the upright, which is the card of patience. It's also the card of alchemy. So this is one of the cards about energy being transmuted into a better form. It's a hidden 2 of Cups card as well. I often see it as just a call to keep on healing and for patience, but let's see. It's a Sagittarius card as well, with the Empress in the upright, which is the birth of new things. This is the feminine divine energy. It's this abundant and plentiful energy, good creative energy around this. 2 major arcana right in a row. And then we come out, with the Sun in reverse. We're not going to leave it on that one. And then the Strength card in reverse, which is about vulnerability sometimes. So the Sun in reverse, the Sun, by the way, that's 4 major arcana, which is a big effing deal. That means fateful forces are at work in your life. The Sun is such a positive card that even in reverse, it is really still a positive energy. It's usually a need to heal, but a new healing cycle beginning. It can literally mean like nighttime, like the sun has gone down. That is, I think, the message on this one is that, you're not, I don't think you're feeling your best right at this particular moment. I think like you're just kind of a little frazzled. And that you need to be aware that sometimes that'll happen. Sometimes you'll feel almost a little knocked off balance as more is coming into you. That like as they constantly expand abilities around you and your own intuition, that it can knock you a little bit out of sorts. And it seems like counterintuitive. It's like, well, why would that happen if it's a expansion, if it's a gift? Because this is the card of new things coming in, having patience with it. Because the birth of something new, this is the Mom's card. This is the new things coming to life card. It's also the card of an enjoyment of life that I find interesting. I love the Empress just overall because the Empress is one of those cards that is about tapping into all that the worth of creation within you. It's a great magical card as well because that is part of what magic is like trying to control the creation and the transmutation of energy. Energy never dies. It is simply moved into something new. The Strength card in reverse is, honest to goodness, that can be about being vulnerable. It can be about being open. It can be about somebody who is kind of fearful. And, okay, I got it. So, guys, be patient with your process here. Something new is happening in your life, and you do have an expanding gift within your life, something that has to do with your own intuition, your own discernment. It will cause fear reactions, okay? And you need to be aware of that. Work on your root chakra, work on your sacral chakra, work on your heart chakra as well. The heart chakra, whenever you work on it, you may also find that there is an uptick in anxiety or fear because fear is actually the opposite energy of love. And so as something expands, and this is very much an emotional energy with that Empress, it's almost like your ability, I almost want to say to feel, is the thing that is expanding. That like your full realm of, because this is a vulnerability card as well, your full realm of, I almost want to say sensation is returning to your life. And what happens when we've been healing for a while? And this is a healing collective, so that's part of what marks people out here is that we've all been healing, usually from trauma, but not always. It can be from breakups or divorce or just the things that life throw at us, is that when we're healing, it can feel as if it's going to take forever and ever. And shouldn't it feel good? we also shut down huge parts of ourselves. It's called being in survival mode. And as you come back to life, you will experience an uptick in the counterbalancing energies. Be aware of that. Take balancing steps, get plenty of exercise, eat like it, food is your very best friend and your very best fuel, and take very good care of yourself. And be aware that at night is when it's more likely to be something that rises up within you, okay? I like this energy very much, but there's so much fate here. We have the Raven, darkness looms on the horizon. This is another card for nighttime, okay? And then I want one more on this, the Gate. A barrier keeps you from your goal. That's a good card for boundaries. It's also a security card. Can be something being blocked from you. I kind of don't get that feeling. Here's the energy that you're facing. I think you're feeling out of sorts and you're wondering why, because all you ever do is exactly what you're supposed to do to keep yourself healing and going towards things. And you're like, what's my assignment today? What should I do? And sometimes when they're like, yeah, you got to go have fun, you're like, I will go fake it until I can find how to have fun. And you're very, very good about that. But you're having, if you used to have, let's use a random number of 25 vivid emotions, as you've been healing, like you started out with maybe 7, and then you pushed it up to about 12. And recently you've gotten used to living with about 15. And everything is coming back online for your ability to feel fully, because you're not in a crash position any longer. And so expect some of the things that come back to life with that expansion of feeling, that expansion of ability, that expansion of to love your life. It's not all going to be comfortable, and you just need to be aware of that, okay? Take the appropriate steps. Always use like a healing frequency when you go to sleep to counteract whatever it is. If you're feeling anxious, then you want to go towards something that's about your personal power, like Shamwell or the solar plexus chakra. What have we got here? We have trusting tricksters. The trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. Let's take one more on that. I have repair. Making amends rather than fun times reveals a relationship's true constitution. Now, this is not necessarily about relationships. Trusting tricksters, the last thing to come back for people is usually their ability to trust. Because we really are, and I've said this before, and it's one of those things I'll just have to keep saying, is that your ability to trust does not have to do with other people. Your ability to trust is your ability to have confidence. Another meaning of the strength card in the upright would be confidence. In reverse, it is a lack of it as well. It is actually that you have not repaired the ability within to spot the red flags in people, to act to not feel threatened by others. If you cannot trust anybody, it is because you don't really have full confidence in your ability to attract the right people into your life and to protect yourself against those that might not have the best motives for you. And that's what almost all trauma survivors, when they're adults, have in common, is that usually they tried to give their love to the wrong person because they were so used to mistreatment within their relationships that they did not choose particularly safely in their romantic relationships. And they think it's about people rather than about the state of your boundaries were way too close in and you ignored too much. And that is not a criticism nor an accusation. It's just a reminder that as you've healed and you have better boundaries, you will actually find that you can trust your ability to spot people a lot more easily. And kind of examine your life for, have you been able to spot recently people who have good motives and who don't. It's an exercise in trust. All of this is about exercising and building more, okay? And as you exercise more, you become stronger. So think of healing as a way to build up the muscles that protect you. And you will be going forward into more expanded abilities, by the way. But please remember what I said about everything comes with its opposite. And if you haven't been feeling it for a while, it's not super comfortable. Our expansion lies outside of our comfort zone, and so discomfort is a part of it, and it does pass, all right? That was Spirit Guide Daily for today, a little bit of a long one, but it seemed like a pretty necessary message. Take care, be well.